Can you take us through kind of from the injury last year to rehab and off-season, getting to where you are now?
Yeah, so I got hurt the week of bowl prep, so a week from that game. So I was pretty devastated with the timing on that, but I also knew it gave me like a decent chunk of time to get back out here for the next season. In terms of the injury that I did have, it would be a little short to come back, but I knew if I worked hard enough, I'd be able to come back, and I did that with the help of the training staff here and all the medical people here. They helped me, have an opportunity to be out here in camp and be playing to where I was at last year. So I'm really happy with how that went and how it's going. I know I got to stay on top of it, but yeah, it's going well.
You feel all the way, coaching all the way back?
Yeah. I mean, I feel great. He's pulling me out of stuff just to kind of be able to ease me back into it, but not because of how I feel. It's just kind of being smart thing. But no, I feel great. I feel I have to wear a knee brace, but it doesn't feel like I need it. It's more of a precautionary thing, so my body feels great.
How did it feel just getting to be able to put those pads on for the first time? How long the journey been, even though you got there?
Yeah, I mean, knowing where I was at, it felt surreal to put on the pads at the end of like 6 months. So I had the same injury on my other leg in high school, so I was definitely familiar with the process and what it took, and I think that's why this process went a lot smoother this time around. Yeah, so coming around to fall camp, it felt crazy to, like I'm already back. It didn't feel like that long. Like it was really just off season. I was able to work out with the team in the off season, so I really just missed spring ball, so it wasn't too much, but yeah, it felt great.
When you look at your position group, what just stands out about the guys?
Yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of young guys, but athletically, they're all really gifted. I think Walker's a really good pass catcher. He just has really good hand-eye coordination, so I think he has a really cool skill set. Walter, obviously a freak athlete, has a basketball background, which I think is always great for tight ends, to have that certain footwork. And then Joey, we saw last spring because he came early. I think he also has a really good skill set, coming from receiver in high school and trying to make that transition. So you see what he does in the pass catching because he's a receiver. He has good hands, runs good routes. But they're all coming along really well. They're all learning a lot. If you look at Joey's tape from spring to now, he's changed tremendously and he's going to continue to get better. Walker already from the first practice to now, a lot better. And same with Walter. I think they're all developing really well, and their body's changing too, getting under their first off-season program with the strength staffs. That's how it always goes as a freshman. But yeah, they're all coming along really well.
Coach Jansen had kind of noted that Cade is kind of starting to assert himself more as a blocker.
Yeah.
You kind of seen that throughout his growth.
Yeah, no, Cade, he had a big jump this offseason. He was really big on changing his body and also getting a lot stronger. And you can see the physicality difference in him in this fall camp, especially from last fall and last spring. He's done a lot in the blocking game that has really jumped off the film. So he's going to continue to keep getting better. But yeah, he's made a great jump, and I'm proud of him.
That spot is pretty much you, and then a bunch of guys who have either no or very limited plays. How much have you served as kind of assistant coach?
Yeah, I mean, when you're taking a bunch of guys who know nothing about the offense, you get to help them a lot in the off season when the coaches can't be around, and you kind of get to walk them through the plays. So I kind of embrace that role of being the older guy in the room and being the leader. And I just try to take it as slow as possible, but also put a fire under them. So because we need them. We have a lot of guys, but even though they're young, we're going to need most of those guys. So I think just kind of having like a good leader role of telling them what they need to do, where they need to do was big for me, and it was something that I really wasn't experienced with. So I think this summer was good for all of us.
Who's been a pain in your butt to block?
Oh, that's a good question. I think last year when y'all asked me that, I said Ant, so I'll give you a different answer, even though he definitely is a pain. I'll probably say Solo. Solo, healthy, he's really strong. He knows how to use his body well, and he's been, he's been getting in the backfield a lot. So, I'm glad he's back. I hope he can stay healthy. I know he works really hard, so when he's healthy, he's really good.